Daroma, Yerin Sabno, by the Asada, and that's the way chocolate drink. Donya, and it will so share special ice mineral water and a special drink. But the former money pibinum, a come up. Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. I'm banking, I come. Dial star 277 hash. And a banky innings also, and a best assurance. Oma Daroma, Yerin Sabno, Eba, and the Dima couldn't be any.
Ghana mampanyi na adodanko akufu ado akwa akusi Ghana na emu ewa bibi manhye mudie kese ekoso Netherlands mam
Afia mampanyi abedi Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia eri ato atemuafo a welcome with konumu emu se abefo kwan faso di juma digital wonfo ho enyimnamua ema temu adwuma no enko nanimu
adisio mo adwuma ko amia kasa edi atodwa so mo kwanya enti aba no meyema o
Yeremeko Asante Mantamno emu na Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly echesa davafo a won gina bia ensemfata efa nipa no obeyom nyina efri Kumasi Mountain so na makoni abadie so etimi akwa ho hareso
ensamno ebi eka ho na dofie ba kontem ye de ba beso mo bidin edi apia ejewa akode mene
David Ofori Safo
afin ensamno nchiremu eni Global Center on Adaptation or any African Union, African Development Bank, IMF, any eku awudo no eyenhye mu kese wo Netherlands abrochimemu. Na ni nada kwanya abibiman etimi behebo no mo enye sika aboa edi ayempuntu dwuma hwama wiemu sakraye bone no yetimi akotia afensu benye sika ni bi na yede abo aduane ho ban. Ghana mampanyi na adodanko akufu ado akosi ya nemu na wakasa sei.
The AAP, with its laser focus on food security, resilient infrastructure, climate finance, and youth employment, is Africa's solution to the multiple crises we face. The program intends to mobilize some $25 billion over 5 years to scale up and accelerate adaptation action. The African Development Bank has, in a truly laudable gesture, committed to providing half of the amount. This is evidence that Africa has the leadership and determination to engage in solutions to her own problems. But Africa needs its friends from across the world also to scale up their support for concrete adaptation solutions delivered through the AAP. We expect these friends to manifest their solidarity and friendship by delivering the other half, just as we believe the time is long overdue for the developed countries to make good on their annual $100 billion pledge for climate adaptation. As chair of the Climate Vulnerable Forum, Ghana will also push COP27 to deliver on the commitment to doubling adaptation finance alongside other priorities. Financing climate adaptation makes economic sense. It is much more cost-effective than paying the bills every time they're due for increasingly frequent and severe climate shocks and disasters. As a middle-income country, Ghana stands to lose out of the effects of more acute and frequent climate hazards. Thankfully, through the AAP, we're making progress in addressing the climate emergency. The Ghana Roadmap for Climate Resilient Infrastructure, which was launched earlier this year, provides an investment blueprint for adaptation in Ghana, highlighting in stark terms the cost of inaction. By 2050, climate impacts could lead to some $4 billion in damages to the transport sector. As a consequence, 80% of women and girls could lose access to health care. With AAP support, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund will access the Green Climate Fund to finance adaptation interventions to mitigate these risks for a safer, more prosperous future. We expect these initiatives to deliver tangible progress towards Ghana's adaptation and development objectives. By laying the foundation now, we bestow to future generations stronger, safer, and healthier communities. Young people have done the least to cause climate change, and yet will suffer its impact the most. Across Africa, the continent with the world's youngest population, we must scale up the solutions that deliver green jobs and resilient livelihoods. It is for them and future generations that we must all come together and use this summit as a turning point to create a more prosperous, greener, and fairer world. We cannot fail in this endeavor, as success is the greatest inheritance that we can leave for the current and future generations.
Yeah, to na ye ko ayatemuafo a wo Commonwealth kuno emu wo munhyiam de kese no akoso ama Ghana mampani abede akire His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia kasa odwumadie no ase ono de to atemuafo yi enim se wo hwe atemu adwuma na sesei ewiase adane bre konanim abefo kwan faso edi dwuma digital banto be start muafo ni nyina se wonfa ni dwuma na mua ma atemu adwuma no enko nanimu
Ghana mampanya be di chire de sansemena todwa wa bra magistrate ene ajage for a Commonwealth ko no don bie wonyina no odi ehia no otoato adwen kwampo be fa so wasetena mu nsem ebetima fa no ntoma padie fira kwan be fa so obedi asem a asem fufuru bia nkonko ba chire ena afia duduafo mpu ko be fa so obeka wona asem edi amomo na dwumadie na ase no ena Ghana mampanya be di chire Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia kasa wa ase na wo chire mo mra so se magistrate ne ajage for no obefa abefo kwan so no watumi di asem esanse wiaso no edan.
Justice systems in the Commonwealth and around must, in my estimation, fully embrace the power of digital tools in order to boost access to justice. In fact, it will be criminally negligent to ignore the latent power we have and allow the situation to fester where our courts are clogged, citizens are frustrated, and justice remains out of reach of many. I am happy to note that the government of Ghana, under the leadership of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, is fully committed to ensuring that justice is available to all through the effective use of digital tools.
Ghana mampanyika se chire no ajage for and afi magistrate for a Commonwealth ekoi wodon bie opanyina wode wana no se president Justice Charles Makandere enso ekasa wase di nsem sei atudwa.
This conference has attracted around 390 delegates and 48 accompanying guests from 46 jurisdictions. These delegates are from all the 6 regions of the Commonwealth. There are also close to 26 chief justices or so in attendance. The theme of this conference is access to justice in a modern world. I would, however, like to underscore that this theme resonates well with what is going on in most of our jurisdictions.
Na nkwakra mu no Supreme Court Justice Jones Doche enso ekasa edi to justice say no se na nipa bonefo sia mo hom ne so wa man atwa o man Ghana ho sia no etwetwe aso pante wo se mpenifo timi de wonan esifom.
Times of chaos, colleagues, I believe that is the duty of the law and justice apparatus to offer clarity, direction, and resolution. Of course, we cannot be in the front line of medical and military battles, but the law is what must guide all those who are, and so for that reason, we must be actively engaged in these matters and ensure that the weak are protected and rights of all are secured.
Oroko Jopon Krumono ene oswafo a wohwe delbo ensem so sanso yofuase ayrebi mrahibedwani na wakasa ede atudwa akirem se wiase nyina no senkrofo musam obie no epe baabi ede omusika no wahye ebiebie nyuma omomra Ghana esanse Ghana de yede ye ho ye wasumdwen so
Wana sadwumadi ampenifo de hihye so ewon kran potoka samre na edi eda so ene 4th World Take Conference. Dwumadi na ase na nko se Ghana mampenya be de chire. His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia otimi de nanim onyam kopie mu ewo dwumadi no ase. Na nso bibi ntina nya de otimi koye. Owro ne mpabo akese ede hye osofo wo no ena nkrato aso ye no da no. Oromunyamfo kodwu opon kroma mo osofo no kukugina nanamu. Na osofo ne kasa ye mu no ena wo chire mu atike ya de kopie mu dwama so a ewo bo pa. Na nso take ni udua enkosi se benyina duru ni mpanyin fie so a yebeti matwa aton odwama aso no na chese buru mfinhye du ekwo mfinhye du no enum ntam na chese yade ebi wo mpa ni nyina mu no ebehia nsiesie ne hyehyɛ bebree ansa na etuma nyina dubre a wɔsi yetwa akwakoton ewudwama so ogina so editudwa wiase nyina so obi pe oman a obetim de ne sika ba behye tik dwumadie mu a na ye oman Ghana
focuses on the post-crisis recovery and seeks to examine the opportunities in the teak market. Ghana is the best place to do this. The global market value of the teak industry, we're told, ranges between $400 and $600 million. Teak is a product that requires between 10 and 25 years on the average to hit its market potential. And for a product that takes this long to get to market, you require a lot of tenacity, clarity in interventions, policy coherence, and sustainability measures to survive in producing it. That is why we are delighted to note that this conference will focus on these and other pillars, including the new scientific methods and the new market channels for the teak industry. By the time you are done, our expectation is that we'll receive your report, which should guide global leaders on how to deal with some of these matters that I've raised earlier. We assure you that here in Ghana, we will put these key prescriptions to use from this conference and ensure that our already enviable contribution to the teak industry is bolstered some more.
Na no akire no so afa wo no ene da so ye hwa asase na obade ne patwe ho hia so onumanyamfo Samuel Abugina po enso kasa kiri mu a eye Ghana ba ni so de hunu se ye kwaye ahodo o ma Ghana mu no obesam ye dwedwendwa dodo na wo mu na kwaye no ankwankubu na ndua ahodo ye dua wo mu ne teak eye ade ka ho bie ogina so de tobi bia nim se dwumadi e koso na yade ho beba mfa so daachi bi ntobi bia emfa no ho ehyem.
That the outcomes from this conference will ensure more value addition to teak from the emerging markets and developing economies to improve rural livelihoods and returns to teak investments in general through a fair and transparent market system that equitably allocates benefits to all players along the value chain. Ghana, as the #1 teak planting country outside Asia, will continue to work with all partners to develop the teak industry for the socio-economic development of our people and the world at large.
Forestry Commission we ye edwa wo mu dia ye revenue wo mu nya free enua wo mu export ya teak nko ama wo 45% of that no ni hia se no no kire se ye teak na ho mfaso pa si yire ho ni edua Ghana na nse ye almost 15% of seedlings na use here na teak the tembia bi mu kase that teak kura ye dua de mfaso na de bre na nyina ye hu ehun faso ye namo a ye call round ye hu ebi kura de ye toothpick ebi susu e de ye furniture ebi susu de ye doors India fo aba o maba ye conference ya be kire enfaso a wo nya free tick no o mo na esre si anyere ehun ya na o mo de duduo bi ebedua bi a o mbeto ne daache.
Yegyina wese so ahome aba ye ba kase bo no ensi ye beto aso yesrew enkoma bia.
Osanfo sama kwa baba UTV kasebo eso yeto ansem so amamwa anopa edamanebo ebremu se lawyer kwanhye bi asi ewo teacher mante no ewo enkran kumase kwantempo no so marehosam a epiemu ene se bemma baako ehwere ne nkwa afei oba baako so hwere ne nkwa na kwada wanya be semfinhia mienu anesa ono so ehwere ne nkwa na yensanchoni Michael Akrofi na de sa manebo no ebre yenantie se update bi apiemu abofo
minia
ba Michael bibi aboko de
nyame adom bibi aboko
boyemu anopa nkwanhie sie ene de apiemu
mino ekasai eye MTT fo a won mo apiemantemu omonsa aso eye oshekeni a ye friend Anan Kwasi Daniel Epechi ono na ekura eye Toyota Tracker ochese ono ekopake esi baabi na ochese ne car no asɛn na afi so Toyota Hilux edibe dwremu ne ko wi akire no enipa miensa won susu se omo ye eye apomuden adwumayefo omo hwe omo kwa yaya na anopei ewo eye teacher manten na wabra ye bo eye atiefo amanebo no ye de tuja HSA anopei eye COVID-19 COVID-97-20 omo eye Suzuki pickup na eno na kwanso efinkan ananim eche kumase na Toyota pickup ne number eye JS 1629-20 eno so efisa akwan no so a eko na wabra omo na kwanso a omo kono na DAF eye FX articulator tracker ne number DF 75005-490F eno apake esi kwanchen na ohaw kaka wo ho a ye scrap dealers and as scraps na egum ma esi bus stop na wabra omo kono o shenkeni a okura eye Toyota Hilux ne chese eye abobo ya driver bi ebe twam efa na nimu ewo chicha mante wo de kwakosi main road mu and o yes o swebu sa eye abobo ya o shenkeni na na so yokura abobo ya no wanhwe ene say o de kwa wo so eye COVID-97-20 eye COVID-19 for Suzuki pickup no ne ko bi akire nipa miensa omuwo mu no kananana abofra motofo eka ho meno ka say asama ba yawo husem yie ma posi pokotabiri eye emunu omo mu prayer platform no eye mienu ekupie eye suma abanye asabia wa abra america se boy ba ya me ne eye MTT dipo edin kita ho no omo cheso we platform no omho ye na emum nipa miensa cheso omo hwe omo nkwa no omo ana cheso omo hwe omo nkwa cheso aya yawo husem yie pa into shenkeni a okwa shende kopia eye Suzuki pickup meko dra eye dasta kana apaki ni mu omonsa eso ahyenkafo ni mu etimi no ka say eye hye nya akwanhia no om de ama DVL for so mo ko test na afa hwehwe mu bia wo mu no posifo ahyase a won me hwehwe mu ewo saasem a refosem ma abofra motofo na afa zumpanifo emienu omo hwe mo kwa yaya na ahweropei ewo teacher mountain kopem say ekire eho sembeba ene baabi ade ohyenkani eye Anan Daniel Kwasi Bekutuna no ye fan kame yahwefo ene etiefo na emum kokobo ene efutuo ene mo de ma hyenkafo say se sase nso efe ya tue nso toto ye besom omu tue hyen a American to omu ntom bo ase afa unim se wo ka o how bi wo ho break engine na niam bi wo ho se wo ya ntempa obeye na abo ama kwanso jojo ho sem etumi agina ne nanso ewo eye apiemantem ha amanebo no esi
abofo asampatam ho no nkwanhia ta bapao adan wanhwem kakra fa ho
yes embi a ye din hu kita ho ne ye comprehensive documentary ewo ho no ye chere say eye speed ramps na won mo wo sa epotem teacher mante ko esuboy eba titore ene ne potem ho o ma say highways in penifonshe na wo munye di momo afi ahyenkafo no so du ho no ma ho kwan ne dasunti no ho no mo try say o mo ka no ejan na se enjane wa ahoden na se eni ahoden etemi contented dey say ho ne dey che say o mo fa ne kwa eto mo fre o mo bemben potem ho che say car e bon krofo e wo ho no mo ni moje ehyiegu ho no aka speed ramps e ba ho no ma e beboa ni nyina ya de hwede a mo de to highway to anim kopem se me no ka say na mum me sure said or ye contractor mo kwan no so no so mo yi o mo safi no mo de white markets fa ho a dia fans na highways for ebe susu de sa speed ramps a o man titi ben sa ampotem woni kwan ne ho no o ma sre no on the quadrum may be a almost 1 a month, and yes, idea, almost to say, copim some base speed ramps no, and shan some air costume, sa the bay, as I say, I shan't for no do Omudium Winnie, me can tell and now feels Nema and Fata, and no more ye or Quano so, Omo Mucha Quanimusuno, Omo Yashi, Ubetiani Pew, Abobi, Ubetiani Pew, Kabobi, Ense and Fata, Ewasa, and Potembo. It's a Shanka, any council Juju Wosem, it's a yin and I used to say, you be dear Winnie, Aman Bonesi.
Say, Observer and Century, Michael Akrofi, that they are man boy, a free teacher maintain at the brain.
Nanu obi na Ghana mabanyi dada Yerua John Dramani Mahama beka saye editu dwachire mu se Nyankopon eya dom na yeto aba o my Ghana mu na NDC aban eba ombehwe ama hyehye ye edima article 71 for no ombesa kremu a eno eye sa esgracia ho sensem no enam so ema oru akwame bafo adodo na abone samana ne se abronye DC edi betu dwachire mu se omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama onya ikane enya etie esansa wono no 2013 ebra woko no yechiasa esgracia ni bi manoa na ye Ghana sika wofre bi opepim edu na 14 million Ghana cedis eno ananei omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama office edi nkrata aba abonten edi atudwa se ensemu akwame bafo abronye DC ka no enye no kreda na wono wanyi sika wo babia na wonyi sika nso wo babia na eye ntwato so eni enmguase na wona omo omampanyi na adodanko akufo ado ho no aya na omutwa edeto ne so wachira wo se 2013 woji sika de enye no kreda na waye adwuma ede asom my Ghana mfinhie aduonu enum 25 years ndie wanyi sika bia emfri babia enti so obi gina baby eka sa asem no a aya na ne se afempa wase adanse ye won mo betimi akọ eye controller accountant general department na wakọ akoye nhwemu no mo afenso chief of staff any atrenkese meche presidency on betimi ade adi adanse aba abekere se wono agi sika se esgracia ewo 2013 no emu wato asubiem de kosi se enye de hianie NPP aban de esemutimi ye ne se mo behwa toto Ghana yie na ekomna no abrase ahokyere na bafom ne ye ho atoye NDC so omuda so gina baabi omugina se nyame ya adum no mo ba esgracia nsem no behwe atu ho anamo.
Yes, one Zamzana, ye call Oswafo here, Humasian Samso, Ewomaimu, Honorable Dr. Yao Osei, Aduchum Asweye, and Neo Penikesi, Dianimu, Ama, Wadat Mediebi, Edi, na Free Senior High School on Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Innovation Competition. A STEM Medino. And what done it? Na said me a free SHS secretariat and a show on sir. No just a fee at the senior high schools and a TVET schools. Best a hanu I throw dino a mubes a duocron and 994 and a Timmy Edom project a babontin.
No, you need eco science, technology, engineering, mathematics. The same who and put your man I practical. So they be no motia na who say be a ed no. Ye man I practical. Emo bia hu se ba be solve ye man mu problems a ye mfidie sise invention ye sise bibi idea bia wo nipa no tiri mu no ode egu epono so asise mfidie de aye man aye mfasodie ama ye manfo enti no schools ahodo 200 ene bi hu kwan ma wo mse ebra ye di free SHS afofi dai ye mfa wo nyina proposals emra obia e wo pepa so de ho bewura mu bi obia o idea bia emfa ne ho enwura mu bi ye submissions out of 200 ne mu 94 submitted very brilliant proposals so proposals no e mfidi ahodo bebre ne ideas bebre na wo mo ahyehyɛ na eno ne ye ba be ho competition all the various regions are ewo omamu ha no schools everywhere participate na yachichemu at the zonal level womu wia womu ebe winning from the zonal level no ye de ombeba national a national competition na womu ebe winning no ye wa basobody bebre not just a competition we want to be able to bring out the best in the talent of our free senior high school and TVET students.
Contest no ye the three things and the mass schools no ye more recycling solar and artificial intelligence. It is 3 themes no. Eno na nkora no ebe designing and omo be developing omo projects also. Na niema ye contest no eda sonko or other contest ni nyina ne say sa projects na obe design at the end of the day no it should be able to solve a particular issue or problem within your locality and our society na oyede. Nti ehon enu nyina ne innovation na ye can about it, and then we have almost na ye assume say ye pay 200 schools on be signing, but at the end of the day we've gotten close to 100 schools or mass submit or videos ye new mobile be ye contesting.
Ya home abayeba kase bono AC ye beto aso. Jamaye ho akwaba fe ye to akase bono eso. Auditor General aye audit ewo abanwumeku ahodo nim. Na ewi achi no na sika afa nkrofo nsase yehwehwe akira ko yehuo yabomu aba ebi afa bi mu nsase ne doso akeka bomu a. Eno no eye 17.5 billion Ghana cedis. Enya asam kitu akora. We enam so amakuoku ahodo a omani abre ekasa editia ketahehya ahodo no enne omo etietua ewo Ghana ase ye kyerkyere se Auditor General wono modi sika no omambra enso omo pa echi na omutua
amanfo ebom pempe edi firefo Sunderland Park edi fa Independence Square edi kokopie mu ewo Auditor General's office edi wona ne disema wakonkyire gu nkrata so edi kokoma won otire mu a ehwemu a waye de abeto monten so sa aban so ye ne atena yahodo na no dwirim kata hye ne proye no do ho afori mu a obo man ne kan se ne kura ene Auditor General ofa kwaniasa bia so a obetimi afa so na sika no wagye esan ye de amoman no o kire nsemu sei
ya sam ne se oman sika puduo a ekwo nipa kakre bi won bottom ana wona kache no se Auditor General ejumadi a odie na kire se 2019 to 2021 nko ano kire se OPPP ebeye eduanan wotwe ena akọ nipa kakre bi won akache na se yeti oman yimu na ye wo sika dodo asa na okomo de yen na ehia yen na yen asipiti wokwa eduro kura ubenya unya bie
ye wo ha ye ka che Auditor General say onye na dwuma na constitution amane so onye no article 187 say okusu ye na dwuma no na so hu say katasehye ana so bi fesika our powers say friend disallowance and surcharge on use our powers no nje sika man back president na kan say etisika so enso komode yen eden the sense kaso no komode abrasika no wa ha ankwrankrafo na efa nti ye wa ha no pay ya ye be kai Auditor General say o wotumi also use na afi so no ye pese e ne say ne institution no enye reporting institution every year be obe report it a say katasehye say ni ye lose but the institution say report na san ko gisika no because you crave evidence no nti de wa ye kwakra ne say ye gisika
step ne de emra kwan no so de be we court ba ya court da na se wu se obi a edin ye adwuma kakra be nanti akodin hwensi ye kana brew na so tia se na so ye na adwuma fine wanya ye bebe bio na ye koso aye ba no ni bebem na edru ba bia demonstration bi wo ho a ene ye ba beda ha nti no ye hope se ya kan o man nti se ye tu ana man ko mo nti o mo nti a court ho ye be fa ho demonstrations so there are different kinds of demonstrations e betumi aye but ye ni abre ye o man ye see ye bomodi an ye bu ni ye nti sa na ye be no
they chop our money what ye tisika so akomodie na sika no ahin ye man no timi ko school ye yiri mu timi antimi ndidwa pure water for no there every day bia everywhere the system is choke ebane se na yesa ya so there you see Russia Ukraine war because Russia omo DCD Russia DCD nti omo bibia no affect Ghana ebane se na ko yesa Russia and DCD ye to crude ni to be atakra de haya Kwame Nkrumah nim say da kinu ye da kinu no matter how ye benya bibi papa nti no ye de tema oil refinery ewahi o maton adi adetra ye nche ndi nkwa na ye de ekoso Ghana ye nti ase ne pamno we are demanding for accountability
na ekwedi wona de disem kokopie mu Auditor General's office no Deputy Auditor General ejina atana na mu eji petition no edinsem sei etudwa
I acknowledge receipt of this petition on behalf of the Auditor General and the Audit Service. You know, I want to thank you for coming and the peaceful manner in which you have exhibited this demonstration. We want to assure you that we as Ghana Audit Service acknowledge and in fact agree to all what you are doing. We have a common goal that we need to fight to make sure that every city is accounted for. Exactly. That is why we have actually exposed and publicized our reports. We have agreed with management for another meeting somewhere on Friday where we'll sit down and agree on the way forward. So on behalf of the Auditor General and on behalf of every Ghanaian, I want to thank you for drawing our attention to this and to assure you that all the concerns that you have raised will be addressed.
Share the African Tax Research Network. Annual Congress Toso and so Abaso Ewo Oman Ghana Emu na Jumadino Eshase ene na ohwe Jumadi course na mpanifo sasa adwen wo hwe abef kwa befa so na wagege eto tax na watimi dia bodwuma ama Africa aman hodo no aye krabehwe.
African Continental Free Trade Agreement ye dwadi nkitahudi a ababeto bibima nyina entamu na mpenufo esususa sa adwumadie ya de beboa nipa beye 30 million de obenya adwuma ye na yiwo nyina e de afiri ohiamu na afi susu na bibima ye sika sembe ma na homene so akosoro otire mu ahwie be 2035 mu no ye sika bekosoro beye $450 billion na no akire susu na beboa ma dwadi afa no ntoma pa e de afira enema ye kra edukwa amonone so be ma na homene so akosoro na afi dodo na ye kra di fira amonone ba bibirim no atumi abafom Jumadie na se no e na fotosanfo be di akire urumunyanfo abena wo sey asare e kasa wase de to bibiman penifo nyina nim so won francis ya hodo ngu apono so beboa na biribia no wonfo wani konkoto aburuchi aman so nkopesika na emum wankasa no betima nyesika e de afiri won aman mu ni titiru ne samre ya African Continental Free Trade Agreement Jumadie afiri ase no.
Gentlemen, to boost customs revenue mobilization in the short term, African countries could resort to other revenue enhancing measures that target domestic taxes. This includes the expanding of the tax base by focusing on new streams of domestic tax-related revenues. Example is the digital service tax, and I believe you have all heard of our electronic transfer, the famous e-levy tax. These are new tax areas that we believe we should venture into to help us increase our domestic revenue. It is not easy for, a nation to accept new taxes, but as we continue to work with the stakeholders and work with ourselves and resolve to make sure we increase our domestic revenue, I believe we will get there. And so this is something that we believe we should all explore in the short term to make sure we cover for any shortfalls that will come as a result of this initiative. Again, we also would have to look at the use of technology and big data analytics. In the case of Ghana, the digitization agenda by the current government is a step in the right direction that would provide unified and harmonized data for analysis by the revenue authorities to help bring in more people in the informal sector onto the tax nets. For us in Ghana, we have more people in the informal sector than the formal sector. So we're doing everything possible to make sure we attract people from the informal sector to help increase domestic.
Commissioner General, our Ghana Revenue Authority, and Reverend Dr. Emisha Dai Usu Amwa, and so Kasachile Jumadie no assisi.
Na afino, but I this year news say in him say African Continental Free Trade Agreement aba. Na insusu no say bia no bema ebia esan say yepese adwadie enkambo mekoso ewo Africa memu no. Gofo etiti say bia bema revenue akofam na no say ne den. Di besusu ne ahwem say akwa ne fa so a sare be no yakasa be kofam no enya impact bia ewo yen economy ne so. Jeno ne kitahudi ayedi. Na yehum say san bri no kasa no revenue say wo yen memu no efi Africa mem kwa na African countries no eketo abi enti no yembo hu say the revenue deduction policies and procedures do say can be brief for technology policies and procedures are a bit why be adwuma na be boa ama wetmenya free trade na the same time say wetmenya revenue as say saka na yen hwere bibia.
Yadikasiebo no eko edwedie eni sikasem yema yenho akwaba na multi choice Ghana omo ewo omo office kese pa ewo abelempe enkraha na mo echem so mo de nema bebre aba ewo DSTV ni Go TV ne so enu nti omo bo ademu ama nkrofo hu enam so mo to omo sa friends enchofo ene won ekeka ho se eniema hodo omo ewo no omo mra mehwe ne yenkotie ne yenka na emuama enkoso yi omo chiremu se omo di project dodo no eba enti yenye ewo DSTV ni Go TV no yani beje papa enya asem kitwa
Multi-Choice Ghana adwumaku enam wonsa so ma DSTV ina fi Go TV aba be pie mu o ma Ghana mu ne ba ni gide mu nsemu mekire bibia ma nipa ni gi wo TV so a de wakodere wo mu pa no ama ho kwan ama Ghana fo ensemtwerofo wona wo chorchro nsem egu abefo internet so mekire bloggers wona wo ka biewom celebrities and if your man for do na akwenya amu ababe pie mu ewo na tena ya babe hwenhyehyɛ ne dwumadi ahodo odi egu apono so a won customers nyina no wodi babe gige wonani dwumadi na se no na Alex Wochere waye kwankyerefo panyina oda Multi-Choice Ghana no wakasa wase na wokyerechire mu hyehyɛ ne dwumadi ahodo na adwumayeko ne di egu apono so a DSTV and if you Go TV customers nyina no wodi babe gige wonani wasaka sa kyerem say free January ekono o wa chede dodo na gu apono so wona wo hwe DSTV na fi Go TV nyina no wo de bebo na baso.
There are several things we are very proud of that our local operations can deliver or does deliver daily to you. So there's choice in our offering, the content you want to see at a price you can afford. We have several bouquets from light, value, all of them, access to premium. So whatever you can afford, you're allowed to choose. So you have choice. Our CVM teams provide daily incentives for our customers to stay connected to what they love. We have the 100% premium, Wahoo and Chris, which recommends the biggest shows for you based on your viewing pattern. Our payments teams are continuously innovating and working hard behind the scenes to bring customers convenient ways to pay. Our digital self-service apps are making it easier for customers to solve problems, backed by our service teams who are always ready to help. Our technology is continuously developing to give customers better quality, signal strength, and ability to watch on different platforms.
Nano kokromu no openyina Multi-Choice Ghana odano se marketing manager Gladys Osai enso kasa chirichiri mu hia sese obi kodwa so kwa kopedi code ato a obeto DSTV anase Go TV.
Family entertainment satisfaction is key to us when you come to Akwaba Magic Ebusiam. Yes say so yon kwaba dwe say share na wa sense yes with the nti Akwaba Ebusiam yen na yensuo na World Cup yi say the heat be ebechi bi abra yebejojo wakoma kama say bia Go TV nso e na wo nso a eno nso ye no for ma 25 cedis per ubenya Akwaba Magic Ebusia ewo Go TV channel 108 na eno nso why in standby enti enyanom ne adofom medamase bebre. Thank you very much.
DSTV, feel every award-winning moment.
To aso na ye ko mpenfo a eda olam adwuma no ano meno ka say wo annual managers conference akoso ama wono ka bia ewomu ewo dwumadi no mu ahia ama asasa adwen wo bu nkompo akoachi ahwe afemu dwumadi a wodiye ene afia wanimu no afia ewo wanimu so no enhia wodo esomde egu apono nse de be ya ebeboa ama dwuma no atimi efiri adomu akọ adomu.
Olam Food Ingredients Company Limited ya dwumaku a o my Ghana mu se bakoko e na afi cash mu dwumadi a odi mu akwetene pa adwumaku no edi nhye mu hyehyɛ so edi mampinfo a edi adwumaku ni nyina no potoka sabu ne din da so ne managers conference na dwumadi na se no e na kwankyerefo pinyina Cocoa Board odano urumanyamfo Joseph Boahin edu edi na no monyam koko pie mu e wase e na wo kyire mu a ko obefa so koko dwumadi na afi cash e betima fa no ntoma padi afira no ya de da na kwa mu pa na ogina so edi to bibia nim se koko ya wonhwe na wundi sanse emfa so wo so mani papo muden pa.
People who take cocoa hardly get heart problems. It's one of my area no start taking cocoa. Those who have been in Cocoa Board have been there for more than 5 years and never used the elevator. I always climb the staircase to the 4th floor easily, with ease.
Nanu achire no Onomanyamfo no saa de to akuafo nyinaa nim so wonhwe hunu sɛ endura odi kumu ngoro odi go no kokoo ase ne nyanyi nyinaa ne bo kokoo no enti wonhwe hunu adukura a wo beyisu ene ne enu kwan se wo yusu
acid burns. So every microorganism in the soil, as well the macro, the worms, the centipedes, the millipedes, they are all destroyed. Snail, you don't get it. The mushroom has disappeared. All because of the use of weedicide. Please. Because Matthew said, one more kasa omutie pass the extension for one more kasa farmers and kasa mai. They are destroying the soil. Because once those microorganisms are destroyed, the soil structure breaks.
Na nkwakura mu no openina Wolam Food Ingredients Company Limited wo so na namu e wo Ghana mu Eric Asare Botwe enso de nsem sei eto UTV kasebo anim
managers conference anti nipa be almost 700 be ya hason ana ewo ha omo in the last 3 to 4 days omo fa dwumadi training ahoro esan say season na ye be komu no 22-23 no season it will be different enti say ye nyina etimi eka ya adwen bom ne hwe kwan be fa so a ye de ye be hyehye niema amaniema etimi akotin efa sikasemo efa koko no ne quality a esese ye akuafo ne hyehye a esese omoye sese ohwe illegal mining a ekọ galamsey a ekoso ene se ne esifa say nsuo ene asase na essay yenkoko farms na ehu hia se as managers no ye come together ne hwe kwan be fa so a ebetimi aboa whether it is government and say traditional authorities no ama yetimi de niema egu kwan mu yi na ama dachi koko udua koko 30 years ansana koko udua no as ayemre ento si etra ho na say ye betu because of gold inti sa koko ayi nyina for the last 30 years okuani adidi so no in 1 year no obi abesa ni nyina no a yenya sure say nyankopon epenesa enti ni nyina aka ho enti nene yehia
Akwampa ayade bi obi anije ho enti se eba okromu anaso okromu kwan yemawo a na eye anije kese papapa na omanfom wo adwumako amia a eno ye fukura ewo adwumako enya ne siemensinim ewo mfimfiri mantem kire se omokwan no atete apansema ite se kontebe ama akobadie no ayeden enema yemfu no bayan ke so mutim di bakrum beton no muntimi mfama esan se kwan no nye ehyen biara mpeso beko enti omsra ban no se so peso to hia sede a onye kwan ne mawo
Ajumako amia eyikura wa ajumako nyamesi amensin no mu ewo mfimfima ntamu na dwumadi a wodi wo ho no pa yikurayo odokoko odo abe odo banchi odo bayire na bode amanfo ni chirima esanse kurayo na woyi ntino empempi na wonfudie beba na hu behia so de befa kwan so de akwadwama so no na akwakoye wonde pa esanse akwan hodo nam so nyina nye enkenkan ne sensu beto kanko na kaba ni etwa won so no mukro pose so bi yare na so wonsu tobire mu a na nipa na kamia kwa si wua na obi we esanse nya ade a obetim de nafa kwan so de na kwa yaresabia wo de ade serede fa UTV kase boso se nto aban se aban be sisi won kwan no enfa mo mo esanse wo bre
yan kwan ne nye mankasa mekase mabofro todo be anan onam kwan ye nti wo won to kalim wo won to kalim usande bre minya kalen a medene kwan na chede oyde oban ne tama so oyde eba nti yebesre omanya so ye kwan de bre chede afidure na se ye kwan wantwa obra na ye bre
ba mu akofa kwan wakofa obi abama obotwa kwan oba twatwa do kakra jasa kakra o de ma ya dia na cheze waye bi
the way a kwan sitting onso edi aguru kakra bi a car bottle nti misre wonam da wonto oboase mekan biom wonto oboase sande wongudu ko tar the more ariko american nim futuru ere baka nimu
no pe obi fam no so kwan wo ka modu an ma shi si da o ka nto aye ma mo kan to pina we tunu we so de orbo he wadama anomo no mun omwe he na yemi hire na omwe he rama etumi akokwan no na kwan na ase do ba be ya bokwa aka fa kunkwa bodum bona we problem nti sisi ade ya mina adma so tu tweka si da no wa abo he
Observer na Erika Siebonu nyina besi na Erika ndi asada ere ma St. Philip's Enterprise I'm sorry, and Ray answered my dress in a coye combination here tight. SM Phillips Enterprise. Over Freo no ko dear Bema Bia, Hona Memantadiano, Yatono, and number is 0244 147212.
Now, audience here or no and here meeting at the Amami 0242 307766 offered dental baby Amami D. Ediakia, Ejiwa Kodiamene.
David Ofori Safu, and a Juada NT, yes, sorry, pet, Edemoko, and Nelly, Ras Sami Okwase, na Monday special, and my bonina, Yadi Atwamuso.